Okay.
Should be in about 3 minutes.
Okay. Hello, welcome to Precision Cameras Facebook Live. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Michael. Some of you may know a little bit about lighting, portable lighting or studio lighting, and some of you may not know so much about it. But you're just, a wee bit curious in general about lighting or Profoto lighting. Today, I want to show you, if you haven't seen this already, this is some current product that Profoto has. And for this product, they also have some really great new OCF II modifiers, which can really help out shape the light. And if we get a little time, Profoto has an update to their iPhone app I'd like to spend a little bit of time talking about. That all said, some of you are probably thinking, hey, my iPhone, my camera, my expensive digital camera takes great pictures. Why do I need lighting? Well, it's great. That's fantastic if your camera or your phone takes great pictures. It's a wonderful thing, and digital is just amazing that way. But it kind of comes down to one thing. When you start using studio lights and the modifiers that help shape the light, and now use it with your phone, you can do some amazing things with color. What happens is that you start to make pictures instead of taking pictures. And when you can control the light, when you can shape the light, and when you can just totally control the scene, you're going to get a much better picture. Now, when you use studio lighting, you think, wow, that's really difficult. It's cumbersome. And Profoto is a great product to make it easy for you to use studio lighting. So it's not terrible, and I'll show you how. A little bit, show you how. Anyway, also, when you use studio lighting, you're going to get vibrant colors. You're going to create amazing contrast, and you're going to get really rich blacks and white highlights, and there's this contrast that comes into the picture you make, the scene you make, the image you make, and it's just fantastic. You can add light where there never was light before, and you won't go back to kind of taking pictures through the glass dimly. That all said, let me show you some things that we have for you today. I have Profoto's B10 Plus. Duo kit, which comes in a backpack, which is just about the most niftiest backpack ever. It's got room for a laptop, room for accessories, and all that said, when we get to the light, I want to show you. This is a Profoto V10 Plus, and it usually comes with a cap. It doesn't fall off. It's a battery, so you don't need to plug it in. Battery comes off like that, is rechargeable, and pops on like so. Also, what's in the backpack is a stand adapter and some chargers, so you can plug it in while you're using it, which is great. Really saves a bit of time. Now, Profoto has two versions of the B10. This is the little more powerful version. It's a little bit bigger. Make sure we're on good. Little nifty strap if you want to carry your light somehow. I don't know. I don't normally do this, but I guess you can swing it around. That all said, let me put it on a stand. And let's get down a little bit here if we can. Maybe we can't. There we go. Not my favorite stand. Thanks for bearing with me. There we go. I think we're getting a little closer. You can see that a little more. Okay, here we go. Let me tilt this back a little bit for you. It's got a pretty easy little release here, except if your hands are a little sweaty, it can be a little tough. Okay, it powers on like so. Unless you hold it and then it powers off. Power adjustment is in tenths markings, but let me tell you a little secret. 9 power is half the power of 10, so you're really going low in power when you play with this light. You have all kinds of settings, groups, channels, so you don't fire off somebody else's strobe. You have the air remote system. You have a Bluetooth system, which I'll explain a little bit later. There's an infrared slave, continuous light. Turn that on now, maybe you can see it. There we go. See it a little bit there. I won't turn it all the way around. So it's really not a bad video light. Again, you can cool off and warm up the temperature of the light. I'm going very cold to very warm, so it can be a great video light. This flash is capable of about 200, 225 full-time or full power pops, but most people don't shoot that way. It's also capable of TTL. Just put out as much light as your camera lens reads. And when you shoot TTL, you maybe, I don't know, 40% of the power, so you're going to get a lot more flashes. And again, there is a way to charge it with a battery and or with AC power, excuse me. It plugs in really easily. You can mount this on your stand. And just plug it into the battery here. And then this, of course, will plug into the wall. So you can shoot and charge at the same time. So that just plugs into the wall. The beauty of the Profoto system is kind of threefold. The lights are super lightweight, so you can pack virtually a studio in the backpack wherever you are. You can take it remote. If you bring extra batteries, you can shoot out in the wilderness for days, which is a pretty nice thing considering where packs were, I don't know, 3-4 years ago. It's super lightweight. Again, it's 4.2 pounds. I might have mentioned that. So it's probably half the weight of the competition. Anyway, a phenomenal light. But also, here's what's new for the light. They came out with some really great modifiers. Now, they've had modifiers for these, but these new ones are magnetic, come in a little case, depending upon what you're buying. Here's a snoot. This just pushes out, and it has a little clamp. It just slides over the front of the light, like so. I will do that, if you can see. So as a backlight, it's just a little hint of light. It's pretty amazing to have this and to have it on so positively. Some of the other great things are a new grid kit, a grid system that's magnetic, gels that are magnetic. And another little case to house everything in. And again, here's that same clampage system. Just slides right on. Clamps pretty positively, generally speaking. This clamp seems a little funny. And then your grids can just magnetically stick in there, as is any gel you want. CTO, varying strengths of CTO. Additionally, you have the ability to make your own, buy separate gels. Profoto has a gel ring, and this is cool too. You can cut your own gels and sandwich them in here. Just lay this down as a template, pop them on, snap the magnet in place. Voila, you have any color you want. Just buy a pack of gels. If you want the convenience, use their gels. So, another nifty little accessory. And these are all new and so much more easy to use, so much more positive. It's amazing. So, is there any questions? It's got to be something. Nothing yet? Okay. This has a much tighter profile too. You can pack it a lot easier, which is great compared to the old snoot. I don't think you can fit all these in the backpack, but you never know if you get creative. One more thing I wanted to show you. Let me see if I can set up this fine piece of art my daughter did here. And I'll give these a little move. Profoto has had their app to shoot and trigger lights. But what's new about it, it will trigger the B10 and B10 Plus right now. And what you got to do, it's looking for a device. And so I go over to my light. And make sure my Bluetooth is on. And it's on. Let me see if I can connect. It's searching. Hopefully we'll be there soon. I think what I'll do is I'll turn the light on and off. That might jog it. I'll turn Bluetooth on. Disconnect it. Turn it back on. Normally you don't have to do this. It is kind of a little strange. My iPhone goes to sleep. Having trouble, get help from Profoto app support. So I'm going to try another light and see if it's just something that's set funny in that light. We'll see if it will find this light. Okay, it seems like it's finding both of them now. And there we are. Okay, so I hope you guys can see this on screen. Here is just a shot that I can hold a light. I'll turn one off. And we'll see what we get. We'll see how well this works. Ooh, a little bit bright. And so you have these adjustments to mess with the exposure and turn it way down. Let's also check my settings here. We'll give this a whirl. Better. I'm getting there. Still a little overexposed. We'll try one more time. I think Profoto is working out the TTL for this. And when they have that dialed in, I think we'll see better results. Now, these are far from scientific, but it does a pretty nice job. This is just sort of how your iPhone sees it. And then if you go to here, I mean, it just adds a lot of pop, a lot of oomph, a lot of illumination. If you were doing some copy work for somebody, for an artist, for a gallery, I mean, this would be perfect. And perhaps you could take in your iPhone once it gets all worked out, where it's a little more automatic. So anyway, that's the update to Profoto's app, is that it now syncs with the B10 and B10 Plus, and you can shoot strobe. So possibly you could take it on a shoot, fashion shoot. Possibly you could make some money with it, use it as a proofing tool. I'm not sure, but definitely you could use it when you don't have any light out, when it's really dark and you don't have a camera and you're just doing some stuff outside and you really need some blasts of light. I think it'd be a good time to use that for sure. Twilight, definitely at night, getting some other things synced up. So anyway, so we've got the new update to the app, the new modifiers. The B10 Plus, which has been out about a year and a half, roughly. And I think that's most of what I have to talk about. So somebody's got to have some questions. No? Okay. Well, here's what I'm going to say. We're going to try to do Profoto events, maybe not on Facebook Live, but once a month at Precision Camera. And I would like, if you're interested in Profoto, please come to the events. Perhaps we can do some group photography where we're socially distanced and safe from each other outside. I haven't figured out venues yet, maybe a sort of outdoor tavern or something. And we're going to try to do some classes here at some point in the store. So stay tuned. We'll have a monthly Profoto event. And with those events, we're also going to do our best to just wring a little bit out of Profoto and add some value. Have some savings, have some, maybe save the tax, maybe get some free accessories. It's to be determined, but we'd love for you to come by Precision Camera and to come and buy Profoto lighting. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Take care.
That's a wrap.
All right. How long did it